Cool, Dad, but can you do it in a loincloth like Tarzan?
Tarzan, Bring It Home, February 1st.
Man, the place sure looks a lot better now that you got those new boards.
Once upon a time, there was a planet, whizzing along through the most vast and empty corner of space. It was a blue planet because of its abundance of water. From the water evolved the most amazing food chain in the universe, chock full of species with incredible intelligence. Most notable of these species were the dolphins and the humans. Both loved to play in the blue water of the magic planet. And when, like clockwork, the planet would tilt into a particular angle, the water would cool and recycle itself. As snow, a substance the humans loved to play in. But this particular December, 1,990 years after the birth of Christ, founder of the humans' second most popular religion, the dolphins swam the seas in playful genius, while the humans got macho and conked each other over the head. We were on a different plane. It was springtime now. The Iraqis had surrendered, but cops in LA laughed as they pummeled a black motorist, causing more public outcry against violence than the entire Gulf War. And we turned our sights to the northern tentacle of the land of the free, Alaska. It was Alaska, the last frontier in the American Empire, and our final stop. We were here with snowboarder Dan Donnelly and renowned extreme skier Scott Schmidt. We had come to Valdez as the guests of the Sena Lodge, the local heli-ski operation. This was an outpost of very few rules beyond kindness and responsibility. When you heli-ski here, there's no contract, release, or document. The pilot drops you off where you tell him to. Your safe return to civilization is entirely dependent on your respect for nature and your own personal limits. Our pilot was the American dream. As a young man, Chet learned to fly helicopters in Vietnam. He still wears the chain from the tail rotor from the first of the 6 helicopters he crashed while there. After Vietnam, armed with enough military medals to sink a small boat, Chet moved to Alaska to escape the regulations, hassle, and rat race of the lower 48. Now he runs the finest heli-ski service in the world. We waited out a late spring snowstorm at the Sena Lodge, and then got the nugget we were looking for. Total freedom, fresh powder, and a helicopter with a great stereo.
It looks like a monster snowstorm out there today, kids. The whole city is shut down, and none of the school districts will be holding classes. You're free. No school today.
It's said that the core you, your nature, your personality emerges at age 5 and stays with you forever. When I was a kid, a snowstorm meant freedom was at hand. Freedom from school that day, freedom to watch Gomer Pyle on TV, freedom to go out and play in the snow, blowing off responsibility, staving off impending adulthood, and creating your own reality. A reality built around flying down a mountain in a sweet rush of life, escaping from society's rules while carving magical arcs in the powder. It's the same to me now as when I was 5. Snowstorms mean freedom, joy, and happy bliss.
Niigata, Japan. Here, our film crew had rendezvoused with Scott Schmidt and Craig Kelly to board this well-traveled Aeroflot jet for the 2-hour flight from Niigata to the Russian city of Khabarovsk. The once-a-week flight from Khabarovsk held many Japanese and Russian businessmen who were all exploring opportunities in the new market economy of Russia. Our purpose in going to Russia was to explore a new heli-ski operation in the Bajau Mountains of Siberia with the publishers of the Japanese version of Powder magazine. Tokyo, the world's largest ski market, was only 2 hours away by air. A successful heli-ski operation could be a cash cow for the Russian entrepreneurs who awaited us.
And I really believe that first turn on your skis, if you, Greg, learned to ski after the age of 4, you can remember that day just like it was yesterday. And that's because it was your first taste of real freedom. The only thing holding you back was your own courage. And here you are 47 years later, and you can probably remember that first day.
I do.
Here you are.
Ah, yeah, sweet freedom. Warren Miller certainly has that one right. My family moved to Maine in 1968, and that's my first memory of snow and skiing. By age 9, my brother and sister and I were competing in something called the Junior Ski Masters. It was a competition for kids. Much like ski instructors when they were judged at their examinations, we kids were judged on our snowplow, our stem Christie, our parallel, and our Vedeling. And at the end of the event, they had this thing called the free run. The free run. The free run was where you could put all the final forms together, but this time you could add tricks. Within a year, the free run had evolved into ballet, moguls, and aerials, the tenets of freestyle skiing. And for the first time ever in ski competition, you could be victorious not by going the fastest between point A and point B, but by going between point A and point B and being the styliest. The styliest skier won. And that, my friends, was the first organized competition for free skiing. What would later become freestyle skiing, extreme skiing contests, and what you see at the X Games today. It all started back east with a bunch of kids doing their free run.
Hello everyone, I'm Jackie Leach reporting live from the rebirth of the fabled Mexican 1000, forebearer of present day's Baja 1000. Here, Saul Paradise and his insane child posse unveiled one of the biggest shocks in all motorsport. He's Jewish. And Saul and his team produced an exact replica of Grand Marshal Parnelli Jones's 1969 Mexican 1000 winning truck, Big Ole. Parnelli Jones, in shock, blinked thrice, then screamed loudly, "Fuck! Someone stole my truck!" But the realization that Big Ole had been perfectly replicated down to the decals drew Parnelli like a moth to a porchlight to meet Big Ole's remakers, Soul Paradise and the Insane Child Posse.
Are you sick of phone sex girls that come on to you? Then call 1-900-GET-NAGGED.
I've had dinner on the table for hours.
That's right, 1-900-GET-NAGGED.
Just admit it. You think she's pretty, don't you? Huh. So, who were you with last night? Have you been drinking?
Why settle for love when you can get nagged?
Huh. Not now. The kids will hear.
Had enough of that boring, lovey-dovey chit-chat?
Call 1-900-GET-NAGGED.
Embassy International Pictures, in cooperation with Rick River Productions, presents
The sun poured down on my bronze skin as the gentle wind caressed my golden locks. A perfect day to be fishing for love. The water and I had one thing in common. We were both wet. All I needed was a good line to lure these fishies in for dinner.
Rick River, the documentary of an adult film star. I'm Brett Allen Horwood, escorting you through the ups and downs of the life, works, and loves of our subject, Richard Robert River. Born November 20th, 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, son of a wealthy American family, Rick discovered his alleged sexuality at the ripe age of 4. As hormones grew with age, so did Rick. Never one to shun the spotlight, Rick heard the calling of Hollywood, adult film mecca. Enter Neff Poinsettia. Rick's elder brother by 6 years, is somewhat similar to a loyal pet. Neff, a manic admirer of Rick, often falls victim to his sibling's unpredictable temper. When approached for an on-camera interview, Neff Poinsettia declined, stating, quote, "Rick says I can't," end quote.
Okay, come on in.
So who do I have to screw? I love her.
Enter Valoria Leach, Rick River's agent and manager, as she explains how she met Rick River.
God. So when I first met Rick, was at some bar called the Erogenous Zone. His line was that he could be anybody I wanted him to be.
Our cameras now go behind the scenes on Rick's latest production, Field of Wet Dreams.
Yes! Cut it! Cut it! Okay, everybody, take 5. Call it a night.
5.
Print it.
Print it.
Oh, and we'll start filming in 2.
Enter Heat. For the past 15 years a recovering drug addict, Heat has found a home in the films and entourage of Rick River.
Okay, Neff, go get me some hot coffee right now.
Right away, Rick.
And action. Okay, like you can. Like you can. Super. Attaboy Heat. Work that body and start your lines.
I like sex. I forgot my line, Rick.
Fuck, Heat, you have shit for brains. The line was, your bum makes me hot. It's not so fucking
My
hard to
bum
remember.
makes me
Your bum
hot.
makes me hot. Your bum makes me hot. Nobody here's a fucking professional except me in this goddamn movie.
Here's your coffee, Rick.
I'm fucking busy.
Not much information is available about the elusive man known only as Stuntcock. He has appeared in over 4,000 adult films. When we asked him why, he replied, quote, "Why not?" End quote. Rick River kindly acquiesced to allow our cameras behind the scenes to record the rap party for Field of Wet Dreams. All those important in Rick's industry were there at the party, including Plymouth Orpheus, fellow director and creator of Ankle High.
Plymouth Orpheus. I am Rick River. I make adult films as well. This is my house. I sent you that nude pictorial.
Oh, yes, now I remember. Yeah.
Great, because I'd love to talk shop about our films. You know, I've always been a big fan.
I don't talk business at social events.
Oh, no, neither do I. I mean, like, and what a social event this is. What a party.
I wouldn't actually go so far as to say that, you know.
No kidding. I mean, like, what? This sucks. It's like the worst. It's like, what can you do? You know?
And there's too many people who don't know when they aren't liked, you know?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like, they can't leave you alone. I mean, they can't take a hint.
Fuck off.
I should fuck off. I should leave you alone. I should just go. Fuck! Remind me to backstab him later.
You got it, Rick.
Fuck!
Enter Caesar, a longtime confidant of Rick River and a graduate of the Reno School of Art. Caesar has created many award-winning cassette covers, like Lick My Pussy, Let's Pump, and the classic Boob Town. Caesar reached a level of cinematic excellence as director of photography for the classic Beverly Hills 690210. As Rick River continues on to fulfill his lifelong dream of power, lust, and greed, one must be persuaded to ask oneself the question, what does the future hold for Rick River? I'm Brett Holwood. Thanks for watching. Good night.